Be at least tomorrow before jurors decide whether Eric Boyd had a direct role in the carjacking, rapes, and murders of a young Knoxville couple.
It was a shocking crime more than a decade ago, and the families of the victims maintained for years that Boyd had more to do with it than his original conviction reflected. Boyd was tried in federal court back in 2008 and convicted as an accessory after the fact.
The victims, Shannon Christian and Chris-Newsom, were tortured and killed in January 2007. The murders centering on a tiny house on Chipman Street here in Knoxville. The crimes leading to years of trials and retrials due to a judge's drug addiction.
Well, late last year, we learned that Eric Boyd would be tried directly, indicted on 36 counts. This time, one of those 4 already convicted, George Thomas, would take the stand, testifying that Boyd pulled the trigger and killed Newsom. Live coverage right now from WATE 6 on your side reporter Madison Keevy. She joins us outside the courtroom as we wait for a verdict. Madison, walk us through exactly what we heard from prosecutors and the defense as they wrapped up their cases.
Yeah, the state and defense both doubled down on points that we've been hearing from each all week. The state imploring jurors to recognize that if it weren't for Boyd driving those other co-defendants to those Washington Ridge apartments that weekend in January, these events possibly wouldn't have happened. The defense not taking that to heart, imploring jurors then to almost discredit some of those witnesses' testimonies, including George Thomas's, as you mentioned, the first time we were hearing from him. Now, the state used a metaphor of a puzzle with pieces that involve the evidence they've seen, witness testimony, and of course a few missing spots that only the jury can fill with their decisions on those 36 counts. The defense once again reminding jurors that Boyd's DNA was found on a holster and his own clothes and nothing else, not at the crime scene like some of the other co-defendants we've seen in previous trials. Getting the last word, though, the state leaving jurors with a powerful sentiment that it wasn't one person but a group involved with Boyd who were guilty of those crimes.
It does not matter whose prints are on the trash bag that Miss Shannon Christian was found inside of. It does not matter. Mr. Davidson's prints are the same thing as all of their prints.
Details about E, those come through again, the investigators, the interviewers, and George runs with the ball.
Now, jurors, as you mentioned, have been sent home from the night. The state also reminding jurors that they can take as much time as they need to make sure that they get it right. Court resumes tomorrow at 9 a.m. That would be the earliest tomorrow afternoon that we'd have a verdict. Kristen, Lori.
All right, Maddie, thank you so much. We have mentioned Eric Boyd is the 5th person to face trial in the Christian-Newsom murders. The other 4 are serving time and their sentences vary.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run through these for you and start with George Thomas. We have been telling you over the course of this current trial that Thomas agreed to testify under a deal that would reduce his sentence. He had been serving 2 life terms plus 25 years. Well, the agreement with prosecutors cuts that prison sentence to 50 years, requiring him to serve 85% before he's eligible for parole.
Vanessa Coleman was originally sentenced to 53 years. That went down to 35 after a retrial with guilty verdicts on facilitating the murders, and she became eligible for parole after serving 30% of that. And with credit for good behavior, she was able to have a parole hearing in December of 2014. The parole board then deciding she should stay behind bars. Her next shot at parole comes late next year. Latavis Cobbins is serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole. And Lamarcus Davidson, the man prosecutors said was the ringleader in these murders, he is facing the death penalty, a sentence that was upheld back in December 2016.
Now, we have been covering these cases from the beginning, and we're going to continue to watch for that verdict as soon as the deliberations resume in the morning.
We will push out an alert through our app the moment a verdict is reached, and we'll bring you a complete wrap-up on air and online.